rare road event for me saw me saddle up my Canyon Ender race, sling it on a train and head up to London from Guildford, then across to Sheerness on the Isle of Sheppey. With the Dura-Race battery fully charged, extra sealant added to the tyres and a new pair of brake pads front and back, I was ready to chase the sun. The ride takes place on the summer solstice, and the MO of the challenge is to arrive in Weston Super Mare before the sun sets. I set myself the challenge of completing the ride in 12 hours elapsed. But first I had to sign up on in Sheerness, where I met Ollie, the founder of the event. And as he told me, this wasn't the only event he was overseeing today. Chase the Sun now has 4 routes running concurrently. Right, I am here registering with race director Ollie Moore. Founder, director, yeah. Ollie, how's everything going thus far? It's about 9 o'clock in the evening. Have most people come and signed on?
Yeah, we've had close to 1,000 people signing on for this year's ride. It's probably going to be the biggest, well, it is going to be the biggest South Route ride to date. Weather's great here, weather's looking brilliant for tomorrow, and there's probably going to be about 500 in the north. The north route is absolutely spectacular. It's across Dumfries and Galway in the southern borders of Scotland. And then we've got Belfast setting off from the prow of Titanic to ride across Northern Ireland and into Ireland, finishing on the Wild Atlantic Way in Enniscrone. So that's a growing ride. We've got 275 or so there this year. And of course, you just mentioned Italy, so we'll go across Tuscany, through Florence and past the Tower of Pisa to finish with a dip in the Tyrrhenian Sea.
Okay. Right. Yeah, can I change my mind? I want to go into the Italian one, actually.
Next year.
After signing on, it was time for the fun part. Little bit of carb loading.
All else fails, get yourself into a grill. I would like the most calorific thing on the menu. Right, can I just show you what happens when you cycle 2 miles with a very large pizza under your arm? It looks like an accident. Well, we are going through Cheddar Gorge tomorrow. It'd be wrong not to gorge on cheddar, wouldn't it? Right, okay, just registered. And picked up all the usual bits and bobs, tracker, number, ribbon. That's become sort of emblematic of Chase the Sun over the years. Yeah, so I'm all ready to go. My plan is to ride across the width of the country from Sheerness on the Isle of Sheppey to Weston Super Mare, under 12 hours. Right, 11:15 now, got to be up by about 3. Well, that was a strong contender for the worst night's sleep I've ever had. And this is a strong contender for the worst breakfast I've ever had. Leftover pizza. Yeah. I will see you at the start line. Right, 5:10. Just set off. Plan is I will be in Weston Super Mare, 206 miles away, by 5:10 in the afternoon. After a fast start, I'd been averaging over 20 miles an hour for the first 90 minutes or so, and then came London. And with London came traffic lights and cars and people, thousands of them. The 12-hour target was in jeopardy. Just to the west of London, we hit Bagshot in Surrey. I refuelled with the obligatory Cornish pasty. A couple of bottles of Lucasade, sweets, you name it, anything bad for you, I consumed it. And then we started rolling fast. So we were buzzing through White Horse country now with 130 miles on the clock. The target was back on. Then bad stuff started happening, of course. Let's say a few prayers here. What I'm actually doing here in the church is looking for a water tap. And yeah, there aren't any pubs or anything in the area. And yeah, if I don't have a drink of water soon, I'm going to be joining the people who are sort of resting here on a very definite basis. Anyone there? Hello? No one at the inn. What else fails? Knock on random doors. Nectar. Really? I forgot I had this. There's a reason it's got a nuclear style wrapper on it, because it turns you atomic. Oh, I'm going to neck this. It tastes bad. Cheers. Hey. Tastes worse than absinthe. The 30-degree heat and lack of water was clearly sending me doolally, but the saga didn't end here. With around 20 miles left on the clock, my gears decided to pack up. Cue lots of swearing, lots of walking. And just as we made it onto the flat and final part of the course, lo and behold, my gears started working again. It was a setback that saw me roll over the finish line outside my target time by some margin, crossing the line eventually in about 15 hours. Riding time 11:50, so every cloud and all that.